This residence of yours has unique scenery and elegant furnishings which I find very attractive. I frequently come and go. Excuse my disturbances.
Oh, you're excused.
Speaking of such things, I ought to contribute something to your realm.
Oh, your presence is more than enough.
And so, if it does not bother you, I would like to find a gift for you.
Holy.
A pity. As they say, only a mighty sword is worthy of a mighty hero. A gift befitting you truly is difficult to come by. Fortunately, we have plenty of time, so there's no need to rush a decision.
Your kindness is more than enough, Xiangli.
While I may no longer be the Geo Archon, I can be considered an old-fashioned citizen of Liyue. I have my courtesy. When the time comes, please, accept it without worries.
I highly regard your aesthetic.
As long as you agree to accept it. I have witnessed much from you. Our time is boundless. A carefree life relies upon a resolute and clear heart. Being with you like this is truly a lively and joyous experience.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, friend.
I love you. I love you so much. Anyway, don't worry about it. Anywho, with that out the way, we need to... The Master's Nightwind. Yes. Yes. On to the story. Wait, is that Fatui? It is Fatui. What are you still doing here? Uptown's dead.
Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement?
Well, considering what the captain did for Natlin, maybe they've been given a bit more leeway.
Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes. Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Something seems off seeing them here. Let's go check it out.
Better safe than sorry. Truth of the Battle of Seven. Oh, were you his right-hand man this whole time?
What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlin. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense.
Well, Fontaine, I see.
My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlin is quite positive.
Well, I wouldn't say all the Fatui, but like Capitano, Thrain, yeah.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait. You must be the traveler and her fairy companion.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, traveler.
I mean, yeah.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
What is his favor exactly?
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
Yeah, fair point.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say?
Something tells me you can't escape this one, and if the pay is good.
All right, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman Citlali, right? I need her help with something.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked?
Their personality? Pretty slim.
Yeah, Citlali really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler.
Damn. Am I just like the designated Citlali handler now? Shoot.
If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
How much is the pay?
Uh,
Why do you need her help?
oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alie, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Alie. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Citlali?
Oh, she's the one that worked with colors, right?
Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Citlali created on the battlefield. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Citlali used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time.
Did you cut him off? Like,
That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
well, if it's strictly history, then you can't put fiction in it.
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I need it to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
Well, it's their history to share.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Alier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
Citlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Citlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Why do you keep increasing the pay? Like, I'm a little sus now. I'm a little sus of you now.
don't want to help you.
We actually should go ask her, Paimon.
Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with wheat sealing. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince Citlali. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Well, go to Citlali's home. Wait, where does she lives all the way over here? But then again, she's kind of, you know, introverted. No, totally understandable. Live away from other people.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Citlali, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover.
Yeah, well, let's hope.
Citlali? Are you there? We need your help with something. Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home.
Let's try her other name.
Oh, Granny Citlali? Are you home?
Door is thrown open and you're met with the pungent smell of alcohol.
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first.
Huh. so Citlali's a real hermit, huh?
Traveler!
The door closes abruptly.
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Are you still there? Just come in. We can talk inside.
Well, at least we didn't get turned away.
It's alright if your room's a mess, Citlali. My room's a mess too. I'm just gonna... Just... Yeah. I'm just gonna keep that for future reference.
Huh. So this is where Citlali lives.
I didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonists. Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
Nice save.
She sure does care a lot about what we think of her.
I think you're great.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you, you're not still, experiencing the side effects, are you? It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that anymore, right?
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my head?
What?
Huh? Oh, you heard me call her hermit. That bothers her? I thought she was above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
I can still hear you, you know.
I apologize for offending you.
Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts. It was just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the Fritz. Forget it. Just tell me why you're here.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan.
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like they know I don't usually trouble myself with other people's problems.
The pay is really good.
I'm on.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us anywhere.
What if the request comes from me?
From you?
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Huh? So, you're the appointed ones this time?
Sure are.
We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll like that. But with Chef Biram's help, we were able to make some progress. We still haven't succeeded, but we learned that the key to weaving the scroll is a special kind of color. The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too. She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along.
Does that mean you won't help us?
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
Oh, hell no. You're going to respect Citlali's house.
You agreed to let us do the talking. Citlali!
Oh, kick their ass. Citlali suddenly walks out and you rush after her.
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. Grudok is a recent hire, so difficult to restrain sometimes.
You're lucky you didn't force Citlali's hand.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make an important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say.
Whoa.
Don't fuck with Eatsley.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part? Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you? I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then, all of Tevat will learn the truth. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
You'll be helping me fulfill my duty.
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Mm-hmm. Looks like my friendship with Citlali came in handy after all. I never took her to be the heartless type anyway.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always planned to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you?
I'd like to know too.
Fine. No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
Alright. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Alier, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Citlali's help through you.
Well, sounds good. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's my skepticism or cynicism. But I don't know, I don't trust the NPCs I encounter. I don't trust the NPCs I encounter in these story quests anymore. I'm always like just like a smidge. I'm always like, they're probably gonna be the antagonist by the end of this.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
Hey, just because you're alive when something happened doesn't mean you experienced it.
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
Hi, Sans. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and Sunrise. Hello. Welcome to the both of you. I hope you guys are enjoying this night. Yeah, when you watch too many stories, you can smell a suspicious character. Like, oh, I heard the bonk. I heard the bonk. Like, is it not bonking? Do you guys not hear the bonk? Yeah, try it again. Maybe... Yeah, it's there. I heard it. It's probably just, hidden under music? Hold on. Okay, so it's not too low. I can always just like raise it just a smidge. Just a smidge.
But Molo-san said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitziling tell you about it?
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand it because, like, he keeps, like, cutting off the researcher. And I'm just like, don't you want to know, like... I did pull for Citlali, and I got her just because, like, you know, Genshin has a very poor track record of rerunning cryo characters, and I don't think Citlali will be immune to that. So even though I want to get both Malika and Citlali, I had to prioritize like my guarantee on Citlali because Malika's gonna rerun once every year. Like as an Archon, she's gonna rerun once every year. Around that time frame. Like that's a given. So if I miss it on Malika now, like I can always get her later. And it's not like I haven't been 100%ing the entirety of Natlin without her this whole time. So wait, Nick's from where? Sunrise.
Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Weezealing School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation.
Oh.
Defeating me in battle.
Ah, I see.
Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me.
Wait, what?
Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Weezealing's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have to do now is last long enough.
Yeah, that sounds like a necessary change.
As my rival, Weezealing only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of 7 Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal.
Oh, hold on. I'm back.
It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty.
So Citlali's doing all this for me?
Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. A great shaman should do her part to see it done.
A great shaman should also be more organized at home.
Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman.
You know what? I kind of like this, considering Traveler is like, silent. A lot. I like this way of communicating with Citlali.
Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me, Great Shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Please, Great Shaman.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of 7 Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Weezealing used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that
Zach,
scroll.
hello! Welcome to the
Besides,
stream. How you doing
constructing a
tonight?
maze out of color is ridiculous.
Weezealing was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down? A technique that powerful, and no shaman since has ever used it?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh yeah. Speaking of playing this game in different languages, once Lantern Rite comes around, I'm gonna download like the Japanese and experience it that way. Because according to data miners, unfortunately, only Paimon will be voiced during Lantern Rite. And it hurts me so much because I was actually looking at like all the Archons I have, looking at their like their new voice lines, like about Moeka, and like Nuvolette wasn't voiced, Nahida wasn't voiced, A wasn't voiced. Like some of their new voice lines aren't voiced, and like Pyro Traveler's new like battle stuff isn't voiced either. Yeah, I know, and I was like, not even Zhongli. No, Zhongli, I can't hear Keith Silverstein. I'm so sad. I was like, damn. Like again, I don't blame the VAs. I blame the like you know what? Strike as long as you need to. Strike as long as you need to, because yeah, getting protections against like having your voice converted to like AI and then not getting paid for it. Hell no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that was like Lantern Right. That means we get to see Zhongli. I'm sad, but it is what it is. Like, strike for as like these VAs can strike for as long as they need to. Be as disruptive as possible, because that is the point. No, it just. I hate that this has to be done, but it needs to be done. I can only hope that either... Because I think what's going on right now, like at least for Genshin, is that they're moving like their VAs from one studio to another. Because I think the studio that some of them used to be at, like aren't... they want to use like AI and not pay the VAs for it. Yeah, so do what you gotta do.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
Mm-hmm.
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheatsealing was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
Will they tell you though, Citlali?
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go...
Is there a problem?
Yeah, she literally just got finished talking about how Wheatsealing and her were rivals when Wheatsealing's still alive, and like now her disciples challenge Citlali by leaving graffiti along her house. I think they're
Most of Wheatsealing's students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age.
Well, yeah. Paimon, she's Paimon. Hey, girl, welcome to the stream. I also understand if you don't want to be spoiled by the story if you haven't played it yourself yet. But yes, best girl Citlali. I'm doing her story quest. I'm calling it a story quest, even though I know it's under another name. Yeah, I figured. I'm like playing this stuff like before you, so I understand. Like you want to experience it for yourself, and I totally understand, which is why I try to like I try to get this stuff like done like as soon as possible, like because I want to avoid spoilers, and I'm also like just like really excited to experience it. Yeah, it might as well be a story quest. Like even though it's not like called that, like I'm calling it their story quest. I hope you have fun with it, because it was really nice. It was a really nice story quest. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Paimon also kind of serves as like a segue, like a talking segue.
Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them.
Sounds like a plan. You too, Kuro. I hope the rest of your date is nice and relaxful.
If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
How about I go? I can go to the Obsidian Altar.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Run for dear life. It's like Citlali's some kind of tyrant.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor.
I'll make sure they don't run away. Who better to fend off a tyrant than a hero of Natlan?
Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Yes, it's fun teasing Citlali. Like I can understand like why she has like an attachment to the traveler, because like Citlali isn't immortal, but she's just one of those people who happens to live for a very long time. So she's outlived a lot of people. And I can understand her kind of isolating herself from people so she doesn't have to deal with like outliving people she cares about. So I can understand why she's like attached to the traveler. Like I don't know how old the traveler is, but like they've traveled many worlds. They spent over 500 here in Tibet. Like so I think we're a safe person for Citlali to get close to.
Natlan's history is full of intriguing mysteries. It's too bad I can't talk to those priests myself.
Miss Citlali seems rather reluctant to help. Maybe you could talk to her a bit more. I'll reward you for the trouble.
Like what's rubbing me the wrong way with you is that like you're like every sentence is like punctuated by, oh, I'll give you money. You'll be handsomely rewarded. I'll double your pay. I'll quadruple your pay. I'm like, it's giving me the ick.
Got a problem? Like I said, take it up with my employer.
All right, damn. I love that I can just teleport here.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley? What is she doing here?
She wasn't kidding about them all being terrified.
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
Yeah.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Did you not jump to conclusions? God damn.
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run!
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Citlali will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the traveler and her companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
Be not afraid. Citlali Tamer is here. You know, I talked about this before, but like there are some people who like don't like Citlali for her like tsundere nature. But like, I'm like thinking on it, and I'm like, well, how many tsunderes have we had in Genshin? Like how many? Like, I think she might be the first. Unless I'm like forgetting someone. Unless you count like Xiao. Yeah, like I think Citlali's like our first outright like tsundere. And I don't mind that. Like it's not like we're like it's not like she's like the 10th tsundere character we've had in Genshin. Overworked, tired character? Oh, that's another story.
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Huitziling.
Huh. So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Yeah, Citlali's like very entertaining. I really like her.
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Citlali?
She beat them in a duel. So what? There's no reason to be this terrified. Citlali is someone worthy of love and respect. Retweet!
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Citlali. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? No one has the guts for that.
I mean, oh yeah, I've seen that argument a lot too. But like, I don't remember seeing anyone complaining about Zhongli, Venti. Yes, I know they're archons. I know they're technically immortal, but like the Adepti, I don't see anyone talk about the Adepti like that. Like, cause I know, like Madame Ping, like she only looks the way she does is because like out of grief, for Guizhong, she allowed herself to age. Like I mean, Traveler's over 500 years old, minimum. And yet they get carded at almost every establishment that serves alcohol. Yeah, Nahida. Like, I am sick of that one trope though, where it's like, oh, I'm like several centuries years old, but I look like a little girl. I hate that trope. I hate that trope. If you're hundreds of years old, but you look like you're in your like early 20s, I'm okay with that. But the whole, I'm like 600 and I look like I'm 6. I hate that. Yeah, but yeah, I don't see people like complaining about that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if Nahida looked like well, considering like Nahida is like a branch from the purest part of Irminsul, if I remember correctly. Like I know in her second story quest she said, "Oh, I have room to grow." Like, can you imagine like if somehow, like, I don't think they'll ever do this, like in like some point in the story, like Nahida changes forms and looks like the way Greater Lord Rukkhadevata did. Because I mean, even in the Archon quest, when Greater Lord Rukkhadevata showed up, she looked like Nahida did, as she did now. Ugh. I would have loved to pull for Greater Lord in a heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I wanted to pull for, because I just love Nahida. I call her my little baby Archon. But I love her so much. I love her so much. Well, I do.
You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Yeah, I do love and respect you, Citlali. As embarrassing as you find it. I do.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Wait. Is that is that like one of the Saurians? Like the one that gave us this quest flying over here? Let me think. Oh, yep. Tomasaur.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
I swear, Baram, like, like what were you fed as a child? Cause I know Tupac also like was gigantic. Is that just like is that just like some like sleeper gene that pops up every once in a while in like Natlanese? Like, cause holy moly.
But Chief.
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitzilin, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side.
Biram.
Hi there, Elder Tlapo!
It's been a while.
Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Dr. Tlappo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlappo, huh? He's still Claw to me.
Wait, was he your Saurian companion?
Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomisaur Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Wheatzealing's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other.
Sounds like you and Wheatzealing were close.
She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, I think that's why she's attached to us. We live for a long time. She lives for a long time. She's less likely to lose us anytime soon.
Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
Now, let me see. Can I still talk to those people?
Why does Granny Eatsley want to question us all of a sudden?
Should we plan our answers in advance?
That brutal graduation exam. It's all coming back to me.
You heard the chief. There's no running away.
Damn. Citlali, what did you do to them? Oh, girl. My gosh. I'll never get over this. Never. Like, Biram, you're huge.
Hey there, Chief Biram.
Hello, Biram.
Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
No, I think I grabbed like a bunch of like tall characters and see how they compare to him, like as he's sitting down.
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Wheatzealing's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Eatsley promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain. None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Oh, how is his voice? You said you were playing in the Chinese dub, yes? Wait. No, it wouldn't be dub if it's in Chinese, because Chinese is the original language. But, you know what I mean.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people.
I see.
Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Eatsley. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point.
Something on your mind, Citlali?
Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work.
The chief referred to himself as a humble junior. Maybe Citlali's worried she looks old?
No, that's not it.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Baram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
Yeah, I love that we're absolutely teasing Citlali with just our thoughts. Thank goodness Citlali's the only one who can do that. Oh my gosh. Standing next to Zhongli, he should not be able to read my thoughts.
You have my thanks then.
No, because I would do this. Good grief. Zhongli's barely taller than this man standing next to him. Good grief. Oh, right, because it's the brat's birthday tomorrow.
Huh.
I love how I can just call him a brat, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Wheatselian's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified.
Listen, I adopt the brats and the introverts.
But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of
I
our
also
tribe.
was told that his birthday was soon.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you are rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatselian most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Oof.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students. split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheat Zealin's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Wheat Zealin's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
I wouldn't say necessarily, Paimon.
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right. Give me their address.
Yeah, dox them.
I'll mark it out on your map.
Like, I know it's necessary, like, considering, like, the forms of communication. Despite the technological advances, they don't have cell phones.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation.
You're really giving it your all, though.
That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You recount everything you learned to Matsulin and the others.
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. And Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this is a dead end. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Respected Traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
Will you shut up? I think this investigation can help you too, Citlali.
What makes you say that?
Because it has to do with Wheat Zealin's past.
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unresolved tension between you two.
You think so?
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get closure.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want to keep investigating, be my guest.
Ah, that's wonderful news.
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family.
Again, Montluçon, shut up. Like, I swear, you're so annoying. Like, you're clearly just being used as, like, a way to, like, progress this, like, story, but, like, ugh. Annoying.
Hello, are you Aisha Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny Eatsley?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny Eatsley. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Man, this is generational trauma at this point.
Generational trauma. That's crazy.
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Eatsley. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
I wonder what Citlali looks like in those nightmares.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait.
Okay, so your family studied under Citlali, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from Citlali didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So over time, we abandoned them altogether. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Citlali was a genius. None of her students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle?
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that.
What about techniques about color?
Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Citlali would pass it on to us. You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of Citlali's most gifted students.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Alier, do you think we have enough to draw a conclusion?
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up in academic circles.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Citlali's stories were passed down to us as well.
Oh, okay. At least we had something.
Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all.
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand that?
Well, you didn't explain your whole situation to him, so calm down.
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
How so?
Well, it's Citlali's personal account of the events, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place?
Unfortunately not.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Maybe the place is gone or the name changed?
Could your ancestors be mistaken, Mr. Shaman?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories.
Okay, what are the differences? Like, I need to know all the differences.
In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Whitzelin's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle is completely made up.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuk cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. Huh. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
What do you mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostuk cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Citlali was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
It's been 200 years.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as thanks.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Just accept the gift anyway, Citlali. You've earned it.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Citlali? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
Really?
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yae Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves. Actually, Yae Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago, but it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
Oh yeah, he's more sus by the minute. So, considering the Battle of Seven Colors, the main point of contention is like, okay, not contention, but like one of the main talking points is that Citlali used a special power to turn the tides of war and win the battle. So my guess here is that Montluçon, if that really is his name, is trying to learn what that power is so that he can use it for his own means. He could also possibly be part of the Fatui. And again, they want to use that power for their own means.
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur.
Just leave the books to me. Don't forget about our pay, though.
Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right away.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss Citlali can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Yeah. I mean, she'll make us work for it, though. She's gonna make us work for that shit, but... You know what, for Citlali, I'm willing to be at Yayamiko's mercy.
Well... What do you think, Traveler?
Let's break for the day and meet back tomorrow. The battlefield's not going anywhere.
Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh?
What do you think, Citlali?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning.
Ah, so you're gonna get drunk tonight, hungover in the morning, and you need some time to get over it. Got it. My guess is that she just wants to sleep in.
That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night.
All right, as Miss Citlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of been like my sleep schedule lately. I need to get back on a regular one. Oof. I mean, I am kind of tired right now. I probably should just like go to sleep after stream.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, is Granny Eatsley satisfied with my answer?
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her?
She's actually really nice. She's just awkward in social situations.
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Well, thanks for today, Citlali.
Want to grab a meal? A treat. I think it is a thank you for today.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
I need a better one than present, but I stayed up last night to get a slot for commissioning an artist I didn't realize would never reopen commissions. Sorry to hear that.
Didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
Those plans are spending time with us. Paimon, get with the program.
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about your health.
Same place?
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
Yeah, her liver must be made of steel. Shoot. Right? Please, great shaman. Run back to her, please.
Are you running away?
Oh, I'm sad because Kanichi wasn't voiced this patch either.
10 points for agility. Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up?
Citlali leads you to the hot air balloon.
Whoa, this is like a secret base.
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks.
Nice. There she goes.
Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand.
Just like last time?
It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break.
I think I wear that funky. I did get the slot. I just thought they were an artist that had permanently.
Right?
Oh. Okay. Oh, well, then I'm glad you got the slot. Nice. Nice. This really is a one-of-a-kind view. That must be why Citlali likes to come here.
You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head?
Oh, I'm sorry about Agile. No idea.
Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this.
Paimon. Paimon. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I gotta let everyone see this. Yeah, Paimon's sassy face. I know the Citlali simps are freaking out over this. I know they are. Oh my gosh.
Okay, what about now?
I think I heard something. It sounded like your thoughts.
Huh? And now?
It's gone.
Huh. Whenever I try to remove the effect, it just flips direction and gets worse.
Was that Citlali's forehead just now? It was really warm.
That was just to help with the spell. Ah, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness without a concept of self.
Wait, that sounds bad.
I read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate.
Is Citlali drunk? She's not making much sense.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
You know, I think this will be like a funny little thing if this isn't fixed by the end of her story quest.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease her. That's what Paimon would do.
I mean, it's kind of mutual.
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready.
It's okay. Take your time.
I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
Why live like that?
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe, someone everyone loves and respects.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again.
I forgot about that mural in the background that literally moves its eyes.
Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower.
Giant crow baby.
Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
I probably should have shut my mouth at the beginning of the story quest.
Citlali.
My approach is different. I choose to remember everyone.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that.
Actually, I might have a long lifespan.
Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day.
All the more reason to remember them. I'm so sad. We can't hear Traveler speak!
Traveler?
I have a friend who only lives in my memories now. In fact, you could say my memories are the sole proof that she existed in this world. So, sometimes I tell myself, as long as I remember every single friend, they'll never truly die. Are you referring to Rukkhadevata? Instead, they will live on in the world of my memories. When friends create memories together, there's always something to hold on to. So, if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first.
Is something wrong?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time.
No, because like Traveler just said she and her, right? Yeah, there are a lot of people who are like just memories, but like yeah, the sole proof that she existed in this world because now everyone who like everyone that's a part of Tevet had their memories altered, including Nahida. So like only people who aren't from Tevet would understand that these changes happened, because even Paimon's affected by it. Like we're the sole, like, okay, maybe not the sole person who would remember, but we're one of the very, very few people who would remember that Rukkhadevata ever existed. Although there is a theory that like Zhongli wasn't like born on Tevet because of some of the things he said and the fact that his lines don't change after the Archon quest. Like for example, I've dwelt upon this world for over 6,000 years. Dwelt upon the world. That's an interesting turn of phrase. And there's also the fact that he will still say that he and Venti are the only original Archons that are left over from the original 7, which should have changed with, you know, the erasure of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I like that theory. It's just like,
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Citlali, maybe take it easy? At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow.
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the Traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Not to mention his name card and so many other things are just like, he remembers way too much and he's definitely aware of the memories that can be changed. Yeah. I know there's a theory that like Zhongli is like one of the 4 shades. Is that what they're called? Because I know Renova, the god of death, is one of them.
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home by myself.
I know what you're saying, but I'd like to walk you home anyway.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
Walk? He doesn't need us to worry about her. She's always been like this. Damn, you are floating. The shade of space. Oh, because isn't the, if I remember correctly, the 1,000 winds, aren't they like the shade of time? All right, wait till this time tomorrow. Ah, sweet. It was right before the day change. Yeah, that is something Zhongli taught his the Adepti. Head to the agreed location.
This should be the place we decided to meet yesterday. Who knows if Citlali will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not even be up yet.
him.
Citlali!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. I mastered the art of moderation long ago. Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all. Anyway, I gave everything a lot of thought, and I think you're right about something. The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head out?
These guys...
Just follow me. I'll confirm the location myself.
Of course.
Were these the same dudes, or... I mean, I think it's more of, it's her own moderation, her own form after 200 years. She has her own views of moderation. Oh, it's down below. I'm assuming a little something. Yeah, it feels like there's more.
So the battlefield is inside this place.
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the battle, all the evidence needed for publication will be at our fingertips.
Oh yeah, cause like yesterday,
Everyone ready?
let's go. The other dude was Geo. Like, wait, they're not still here. Like that dude was is Pyro, but yesterday, like, they were Geo. Ice and wind. Ice and wind. Oh, I'll have Citlali. Yeah, fuck it. It's not like it's a requirement, it's just a suggestion. And I know they're gonna give me Citlali anyway.
Like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
Huh. Interesting. I'm just trying to test out the model because it's acting a little funky. There we go. Back in business. Oh. Back in business. There we go.
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Yeah, you're very sus, because why are you upset? Yeah, back in business wasn't a screen. I know. I was like, oh, I misclicked.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
I'm like, maybe I'm just being too cynical, but I'm kind of like getting tired of the whole, oh, we're like, oh, here's an NPC we're gonna work with. Like they seem like an okay person. Oh, actually they weren't. They aren't by the end of it. I'm like, can we just have like an antagonist at the beginning and just be done with it? Like, I'm kind of sick of this. Oh, it turns out I have this secret agenda and I'm going to betray you. I've kind of had enough of that, like from like world quests. Yes, I would like some direct antagonists instead
There are
of
weapons
just
here from every tribe in Natland. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Yeah. At least they'll come out and say it. Like, I don't think I'd mind if, like, we were, like, investigating something, then along the way, like, we ran into the antagonist, and then, like, the rest of it would be, like, stopping that antagonist. But yeah, I'm kind of done. Like, I feel like it's been done so much that I'm just like, The person we just met has given off some sus vibes. I bet they're gonna betray us by the end of the story.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natland in the first place.
Yeah, I need some more variation. Which is why I really liked Malwika's like story quest. Like spoilers if you haven't done it. I'll just leave it at that. Out of context spoilers. That's why I like Malwika's story quest. You know, I kind of like that there wasn't an antagonist in her story. There was just like, you know, a general, oh, this is happening. And how are we gonna address it? I like that there wasn't like an antagonist in that one. It was just, I just felt like we learned more about Malwika like as like a person, as a character. I like that we see a new version of Malwika post-war. Because now she can be, I know she's still a leader, she's still the Pyro Archon, but I like that she gets to be a little bit more of herself. No, because like, yeah, Xbalanque was like the first Pyro Archon, and it's like, oh, he's coming back. He's being resurrected. And I'm just like, there's no way they're gonna make him the antagonist when he literally fought so hard to help Natlan, his people and his nation.
Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
Oh, hell no.
All the bases. You got it.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
No, it was, I really liked the story. It was really nice. To explore everything, never know what you might encounter.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that sphere.
I don't know if I want to call Xbalanque like a himbo.
Get to work!
I don't know if I call like I don't know if I call him a himbo, but he definitely has like himbo vibes. You know what I mean?
Oh, we passed straight through! What was that? Some kind of color magic?
It's very close to the technique Citlali might have used.
Ah, chest.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
We just got here. Shut up. You know what? Just reveal that you're the antagonist of this story and be done with it.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find.
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find.
Yeah. No, speaking of Ito, I would very much like Aoife and Ito to meet each other just because they both use bro in their vocabularies. That'd be such an interesting conversation. Oh my gosh. I kind of hope that Aoife is Animo. Just so Animo can finally have a tall male model. Because Animo, like, if Animo is wielded by, like, a man, they're always short kings. They're always short kings. And I love my short kings. But it'd be a nice change of pace to have a tall Animo user that's male.
Hold on. If we step here, we might fall through.
You mean there are traps in here?
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because, on our person, we were carrying the same color as the wall. Let's put the spear down and see what happens.
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now.
Ah, there we go. Test. Wow.
Wait, what was that? What is this place?
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory.
Huh?
Is this the Night Kingdom?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The principle is similar, but the two are not the same.
Oh yeah, I did talk to Kakaku. It was so fun. I like, because I went and spoke with Olaroon before, and he was like, oh, if only we could have someone transform into a Saurian, and then they could understand you. I was like, oh, that's such a hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I was like, I see what you're doing. Yes, he really was. And like, considering Kakaku is like, you know, a baby Saurian, it seems like, or at the very least a young one, it would make sense that his vocal cords aren't, you know, up to snuff.
Correct.
Wait, Citlali?
Citlali?
What?
No. It's just a trace of her consciousness left behind after creating this space.
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, it's memory. After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion that our enemies fell to the Abyss? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. That is why color is the best vehicle to wield the power of memory. guided by vibrant colors. Your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them and be trapped here for eternity. So, be brave, my friends, and march forward.
Any ideas, Citlali?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless students. Follow me.
Will do. Wait, does that mean we'll fall through here? Okay, so I'm still holding on to blue, so across the yellow.
Rise like smoke.
There are monsters here too?
Oh, the abyss.
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
This is order. Stabilize.
Be sanctified.
Oh, so through here?
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Citlali fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze.
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward.
Oh.
Let's get rid of them.
Measly insects! You must pay.
Solidify. Order guide you.
I switch back to Citlali. This is her story.
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield.
The showmanship's not bad. I'll give her that.
Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
We're out! Looks like we made it through the maze.
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze!
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
I fared through multiple times on that part because I tried to land on the pink squares and didn't realize I would fall through. Ah!
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just witnessed. Without that power, it's just a normal dye, but the color it produces is still quite rare. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors actually took place.
The expert has spoken!
All right, go on. Reveal your evil nature.
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important piece of physical evidence, after all.
Oh no.
No, you may not.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Huh, you noticed my signal. Not bad, Traveler. We make a good team.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
There it is.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, that work was a commercial success across Teyvat. I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed?
Shut it. I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of trash. I would destroy it right now if I could.
Huh?
But then there would be no evidence to prove the battle took place!
Is that your goal?
What if that was my goal all along?
Oh, I should let the game speak.
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a book merchant? Pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes was the only way to get information out of the people in this tribe. But make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. I am the future owner of the largest printing company in all of Teyvat. But the dye in that sphere ruined all my plans before they could even get off the ground.
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken down immediately.
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous, that substance dates back hundreds of years.
So you're pissed off that you don't have copyrights?
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work. You're telling me I'm hundreds of years too late?
It's not, I mean, it's not like you as a Fontainian couldn't go into Natlan before all these years. You could, like, people outside of Natlan could go into Natlan all they liked. It was just that until the war was over, Natlanese could not leave Natlan. So you had, like, every opportunity to, like, visit other nations and make sure that you were, like, the patent holder.
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just, I know this product will be a hit. The economic boost to Fontaine will be huge. We just need to advertise it as written. Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and all of Teyvat will think it was our invention first.
Oh, you're also an asshole. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but like, oh, as an artist, that pisses me off.
We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlan. No one will believe such an innovative product could come from a place like that.
Yeah, all you need to do was change the advertisement. Yeah, if I didn't like you before, like as an artist, I certainly don't like you now. And are you sure about Natlan not being as advanced as Fontaine? Like, Malika literally rides a motorcycle.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
What if I give you a portion of the profits? All you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
Are you trying to bribe one of Nouvelette's daughters? Nuvi!
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Nouvelette.
I need to let the game speak. I need to let the game speak.
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. a bestseller even. I would be a giant in the printing industry. But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation marketed centuries too late. No matter how good the product actually is, not a single one will sell. I will never accept that someone from this backwoods, ignorant nation could come up with that dye. Not 200 years before me!
Oh. And you're racist.
Even when the truth is right in front of you.
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing, no problem. All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the world. Then, the so-called truth becomes your word against mine.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. I'm a hero in 6 of the 7 nations. My word holds a lot of weight.
Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What happened to restoring the truth of history?
Paimon, that was a lie.
That plan hasn't changed. I will continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I just need to let the game speak. You talk a big game, but did you forget who you're talking to?
Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And a great shaman who, according to rumor, abandoned her tribe long ago? From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
Dude, I'm literally a celebrity in 6 of the 7 nations. My word holds a lot of weight against you.
Shows what you know.
Oh, since you like rumors so much, have you heard the one about what happens to people who get on my bad side?
Ah, the wrath of Granny Itzli. Like I said, our interests aren't at odds. I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation, considering Huitzilin was your rival. You've lived longer than her, you're far stronger than her, and yet, she has always been more revered than you. Now, that can change.
Oh, you're a dumbass.
With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all 4 corners of Teyvat. This part of Natlan's history will be mine to tell. And in my version, I can erase the Battle of 7 Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
That's not real history.
That's a no, then? Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my moral.
I'm gonna beat your ass and take my cut.
Done running your mouth? Good. Before handing you over to the tribe, I think I'll have my way with you first.
All right, time to teach this dumbass a lesson and let's make it stick.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
Oh, don't worry, we will. Your loudmouth would never get history written.
That's right. I didn't pay all that Mora for nothing.
It's about to be for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natlan's history?
The captain. You actually bought that? United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts. Our loyalty is to Regrader, his interests, and his wealth.
Oh, wait, after I beat your ass, can you take me to Pantalone? Please and thank you. After I beat your ass, take me to that man's quarters.
Regrader?
The captain means nothing to them. They serve a different harbinger altogether. Regrader!
I'm gonna beat your ass. You're gonna tell me where he lives. You're gonna take me to him.
This man
but then again,
has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry and disrupt Fontaine's economic system. This aligns with Regrader's interests.
but then again, I think I'm giving you guys a little too much credit. You probably actually wouldn't know how to get close to the Regrader, unfortunately. I got my hopes up for nothing.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning.
It doesn't really change anything, Paimon. Just one more guy to beat up.
I don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate. Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of Eastly!
The tides beckon. Settle down.
No escape. No excuse for slacking.
This is order.
Get to work! Citlali! Papa! Get him!
Finished.
Silence.
No escape.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Fulfill our pact!
Citlali, I think you should end this fight. One second.
You two! Time to
Casually fighting them with very Fontanian law that they're trying to break.
What do you get for messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny Eatsley? They could give Regrader a run for his Mora.
When did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest intelligence.
Wait, where's the asshole and then where's the good researcher? Oh, there's the asshole.
Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own.
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself.
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best. Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
You!
The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy this place, as instructed. Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific time. Shouldn't be too long now.
Yeah, me too. Because okay. We fought Child in Liyue. We fought Senora in Inazuma, and she's gone. Like we also saw Wanderer there. Well, he was Scaramouche at the time. But then we defeated him in Sumeru, and we also saw the Dr. Dottore for a little bit. In Fontaine, we've met Arlecchino, the knave. And then here in Natlan, we met Capitano, the captain. But he's also dead. So out of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, let's see, we've met, 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've met 5 of them, lost 2 of them. Yeah, and based off the ending of Natlan, it seems like we might be facing off Dottore next.
What? This whole place is gonna collapse?
You were supposed to wait until I made it out. Are you trying to kill me?
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off.
Oh, Granny Punch.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it.
Can do.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look different, though. What did that Fatui guy do?
Yeah, I think those are all that are left. I don't know if like the Rooster and the Regrader, I don't know if we'll ever like fight them. Yeah, like, because Pantalone, he runs the Northland Bank. He's like the head of the Northland Bank. He is in charge of all the Fatui's like finances, as well as like the finances of like Snezhnaya, if I remember correctly. But I don't think we're gonna fight him or the Rooster, because like the Rooster's been like the mayor of the city for a very long time. I don't think we're gonna fight those two. But I'm also like curious as to like what the story of Snezhnaya is going to be. I kind of like, I want two things to happen when we go to Snezhnaya. One, like I want the Fatui to pull up on us like the moment we step within their borders. Two, I kind of want to meet Tartaglia's family. Like I want to like just go to his house and meet his family. I mean, D-Luke is banned from Snezhnaya from all the Fatui he's killed. So, I mean, we have to commit our one crime per region, right? I mean, that didn't happen in Natlan so far. We were actually treated very, very well. We need to find Citlali. She's probably somewhere around here too.
Good point. She'll know how to get out of here. Let's hurry. If we don't make it out before the cave collapses, we might never be able to leave.
Where could she be?
Let's see. Citlali! Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do?
I saw the special color. It seems to be guiding me.
The special color? The one you saw in that woven scroll? Why would it appear around here?
There's no time to think about that. Let's just go.
You're right. Lead the way, traveler.
Yep. No thoughts, just run.
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly.
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault someone for using it as a last resort.
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for conscious thought.
I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend.
This is no time for a reunion! The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out?
You misunderstand, Citlali. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. I remember its structure. If I create an exit here, I can leave. You just need to tell me how to manipulate this space.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of Natlan. When people leave deep impressions on each other, their memories form connections. These connections are particularly strong between comrades in arms. That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread, and the special color was my fabric. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a place like this. This space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter or construct anything within it, because there are no connections at your disposal.
That's a lie. Our connection to Citlali.
Over 200 years, and not a single lasting connection. This is my punishment, huh?
Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to appear in this space.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't be used to create the connections I need.
Citlali.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique. You didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to the rival you could never beat. Me. What I want to know is, why?
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the technique at the center of all this is the same one you taught me all those years ago.
Ooh.
But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. From your description, it might as well have been a simple color trick. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if this is a foreshadowed event, I'm not happy with the narrative setup.
Citlali, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you?
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our ancestors. More specifically, you could call it the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person's memories. Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my opinion, the capacity to add color to someone's memories is where the true value lies. You are fated to live a far longer life than me, Citlali. I couldn't bear the thought of all those years existing as a blank canvas in your memory. So I wanted to leave a little color behind.
Your color, you mean?
One day, you too will want to leave behind your color in someone else's memory. When that day comes, you will understand my decision.
So if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first. So many stories and the whole narrative of Genshin puts so much emphasis on memories and the different forms it can take. Yeah!
I have to get out of here. That's the only way to rescue them.
Citlali, what are you...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate this color from my memories by force.
But you could lose a portion of your memories that way.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My friends are worth the risk.
I have to find her.
Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. I have a feeling you're the one who will be saved this time. After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side, the kind of person I could have never anticipated. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the Traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong, surpassing even the shamans who worship the Lord of the Night.
Well, considering the Lord of the Night kind of shared their power with me.
This means that even without your tutelage, she can see the color of memories.
What did you say?
Although she doesn't know how to wield it, she unknowingly left behind a trace of color in your memories. That was enough to guide her to this space. You now have a connection at your disposal. Well, Citlali, it looks like part of this was foreshadowed, but the rest is a surprise.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Citlali's voice! She's just up ahead!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas. cherish them.
Wheat ceiling.
Citlali!
Paimon! Traveler!
Oh, we finally found you. Let's find a way out of here.
Hold my hand.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so... Woo! We made it out just in time! Wonder what happened to the Fatui guy and the others.
He was most likely trapped inside that space, just like us. The external structures supporting that space would have collapsed with the ruin. Unless he managed to escape, he would have been crushed.
As he deserved.
He still preferred that to being caught, huh?
What about the Fontanians?
They were standing a bit further away, right? They probably weren't pulled into the space. Maybe they already made a run for it.
Hello?
Allier! You'll be a witness.
It's one of Maluson's employees! Quick, restrain him!
Wait, Paimon, he's a good one.
Oh, I can explain. I had no idea Malu-san was such a terrible person. I couldn't stop him from running, so I stayed behind and tried to find people to help rescue you. I'm so glad you managed to get out of there.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe. You'll be their problem.
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you. I just need to know one thing. Which way did he run?
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
Oh, she can catch up.
That way? Huh. Unless he suddenly grows a pair of wings, I think we're okay. Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
Capture Montluson. With pleasure.
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Ictomisaurs! They caught Maluson!
Something felt off about him yesterday, so I set a few things in motion. Looks like it's time for that foreshadowing to pay off.
My bank balance. No! No!
What's wrong with him?
Oh, are they giving him a nightmare? Good.
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people hallucinate the thing that scares them most. It's particularly effective on weak-minded people like him.
Serves him right!
Lapo!
I know, it was a lot to ask, making you come all the way out here during the day.
Was that a declaration? Elder Tlapo didn't appoint us to a whole other task, did he?
Forget about him for now. The Ictomisaurs will make sure Montluson doesn't escape before the guards arrive. In the meantime, we have unfinished business, remember?
Right, the special scroll! But the die is buried underneath a bunch of rubble now.
Don't worry, Witzeline's technique hasn't been lost at all. Come with me, I'll explain everything at my house. Oh, and Traveler? Everything you said about memory, I finally figured out my answer. I knew you'd want to tag along. Let's go.
I just want to hear him scream a little bit more.
My bank balance.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you after we're done with you. Piece of shit.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know. Are you running away?
No, I'm fast traveling to Citlali's house.
Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to pass on Wheatzeline's technique, your participation is critical.
Back in the ocean, only for Mualani's kind self to fish you back out.
What are you saying, Citlali?
Follow me.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Wait, when did you have time to make that one?
Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you directly relates to woven scrolls.
Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the tide of war or prevent a great disaster? You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real fight, so I'll let you beat me with words.
Old friend, my life is nearing its end. I'm afraid I don't have time for another match.
Hey.
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people. We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit, so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvests.
I know that, but something this important? Why entrust it to me and not one of your students?
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, Citlali. Oh, I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. For now, will you accept my final request?
Just this once. I understand now, Citlali. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
Oh, I'm ready for the cutscene. I'm ready. Oh, I hope you bring the woven scroll outside.
We are like birds, soaring through the horizons of time. I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey. When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
Oh, that way they're not the loss of a pile's black and white text. I didn't realize that was something the Traveler was saying. I was like, wait, what?
I knew you would understand.
Damn.
This is the special scroll. How did you know how to weave it, Citlali?
Remember the gift from the spirits?
Hold on. You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how to weave the special scroll. That must mean you're the one behind the gifts from the spirits.
Oh, well, it's not like I wanted to interact with the appointed. So whenever I delivered the scroll, I used illusions to confuse them. The fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was skilled enough to see through my trick.
And why not just tell them?
You've carried the duty alone for all these years? Even if you don't like interacting with people, why not teach someone else how to do it?
I mean, you've been teaching Olaroon all your stuff, right?
Traveler, you can see the special color, right?
Yes.
The essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll is a process of searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory, and they must do the same. Even though I only confirmed that today, I've had suspicions for a long time. And, well, ever since Sweet Celine died, I haven't wanted to form that kind of connection with people.
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so I kind of resigned myself to taking on the burden forever. After all, I have all the time in the world. But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation.
You mean he never stopped trying to find new friends for you?
I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess that person would be a friend. But it never got to that point.
Oh, Elder Tlapo.
This time, though, you win, Claw. Take this. I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night.
What is it?
If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of this handkerchief. Countless people exist in my memories, and I know one day that will be my fate too. A memory living on in someone else's head.
I've been told that giving your handkerchief to someone is like the equivalent of telling them that you like them.
Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate to bear this memory and carry my color in your mind.
Does this mean I'm officially your friend?
Just keep it safe. And you better not forget my color when I'm gone.
Whoa. It's a little early to talk about death, don't you think? It's only been a few seconds since we made the friendship official.
Isn't that what friends are for?
Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, Citlali, if the Traveler's going to leave their color in your mind too, it'll probably be gold, right?
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind reading effect I couldn't fix? Well, I finally got to the bottom of it. Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different people. Naturally, memories are also involved in that process.
Yeah, I'm gonna shine like gold in her memories, but I better shine like gold in memories in Zhongli's too.
Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the ability to see the color of memory, which means that when I shared my senses with you, a connection was created between our memories. And that connection is what caused my original spell to go haywire.
So, you can hear the Traveler's thoughts because you left traces of color in each other's memories? And that's why the Traveler could hear your thoughts too, because it works both ways, right?
Quick thinking, but only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level of connection. That's why I can still hear the Traveler's thoughts, but not the other way around. There's no need to worry, though. Now that I've figured out how it works, I'll get rid of it in no time.
Oh.
I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection between our memories. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I knew it.
So, is there a way to stop it? I don't want to. I like this.
Since the connection between our memories is already there, the only way to get rid of the effect is for one of us to forget about the other.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna forget you, honey.
Just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it. It'll probably take some time, though. So bear with me for now.
No, I don't mind it.
Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing. Oh, unless I've had a few drinks.
Oh, so you can turn it off. That's a shame.
A shame? I mean, if you ever miss this whole telepathy mess, I could always share my senses with
Because
you
I bet
again.
you Paimon's like, hello? You two are just staring at each other?
No promises, though. Some thoughts are better kept to yourself.
True. I'd hate for you to be around, if any of the people I send for comes around.
Huh?
Like, now that the story is over, I don't think I'll ever be able to come back in here. Unfortunately. At least you can, wait. Can you? No, you can't walk into, I'll hate them in Kave's place. Can't do that. Can't do that. Ah, that's not enough for a 10 pull. Or, wait. Gives me 8. 10. All right. Let's do a Hail Mary 10 pull for Malika. Malika! Malika! Malika?
With the flames to guide us across time, we took a land shrouded in darkness and used our own blood and tears to forge it into a home. Now our journey continues, and a new chapter awaits. As the current Pyro Archon, allow me, Malika, to light your way forward.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wait, what pity was that? What pit? Wait, hold on. What pity was that? That was 40 pity. Oh my hold on.
Ready to ride.
Well, I think we're gonna end stream right there. I don't think we need to do anything else. Oh, wait, actually, we do apparently. I thought we were done. Turns out we're not. Oh, I guess we had the, still deal with,
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Citlali! Okay. I'll be right back.
Let's go to see the stars and the moon. I'd fly far into space as long as I am with you. The light in my bright eyes when you're near. The fluttering, I feel it my chest when you are here. I can't explain this kind of love. It pulls me to you, I want it, I can't get enough. So share this precious light with me. Just take my hand and let's enjoy the things that we'll see.
I'm going to assume, because if I remember correctly, the Japanese VAs for Moeka and Zhongli are married, right? Oh my goodness. Well, I think there's an ad going on. So, oh, good lord. We need to get this nastiness off of you. Shoot, what's a good... I don't know what a good, weapon is for you. Come on, Moeka! Oh, shoot. There's something I forgot to do for you and, Citlali. Hold on. Yeah. I think that's a nice thing. Alright, now back to Moeka. Back to my girl Moeka.
Perfect.
I'm too broke to ascend her, damn. All right. Says that community is back. Oh.
Full throttle.
Oh, this is awesome.
Rev the engines.
I cannot believe I only have one more goal this patch. I only have one more character goal, and that's Tartaglia. I need that Hydro Menace. So now I have the opportunity to save for the rest of this phase. And then damn girl.
It's as good as done.
Yeah, that's my only other goal of this patch is getting Tartaglia. I want that Hydro Menace. Thank you, thank you. Cause yeah, I have to go through the Chronicle Wish banner. That's a whole other beast.
Ah, you did it? Your investigation into the Battle of Seven Colors must have been fruitful indeed. I do hope you share what you learned.
Thanks, Sunrise. I'm glad I won the 50-50 there.
Wow, the scroll is finished already.
I'm so sad Shawa's on it. I don't have enough to guarantee him. Yeah.
Elder Talapo's wisdom is never wrong.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, Traveler.
You share everything you learned about the special color while keeping Citlali's contribution a secret.
I see.
You don't look surprised at all.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If we want to depict it, a dye derived from people's memories is, of course, the best choice. Now, it's just a matter of preserving this secret technique. From your description, it sounds like learning the technique requires the previous holder to share their memories.
Well, yeah.
In that case, I must work with our priests to reinvent the technique based on the principles you described. After all, memories are precious things, meant to be shared with those closest to us. I cannot take that choice away from you, Traveler. You completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry on that legacy is now our duty.
All right, we'll leave that to you.
Oh, and please pass along my thanks to Granny Citlali. We interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended, and it turns out he is the reason some among our tribe started to question our history. He hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of Seven Colors. The recent friction within the tribe is entirely his doing.
Oh, he was working hard to... Dude, all you had to do was just change the wording of your advertisement.
We now have a record of his crimes, and will begin working with Fontaine authorities in a few days.
Let's go.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to investigate when people are already questioning something. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just question their history out of nowhere.
Thank you, Baram. We'll be on our way.
Until we meet again.
Oh, I was about to say, like, wait, are you standing up? I was about to, like, compare heights again.
Ah, Natlan's victory against the Abyss. Very fitting for a scroll like this.
He was working extra hard for a small thing. Yeah, all you had to do was change the, you know, the wording of it. All you had to do was say, oh, like a special Natlanese dye recreated by Fontanian.
I wonder how long until Elder Talapo chooses the next appointed.
Speaking of Elder Talapo, I heard he went missing yesterday. Do you know what happened?
Elder Talapo works in mysterious ways. The meaning of his departure will become clear in time, but for now, we cannot hope to fathom it.
Explain the situation to Citlali. Were you waiting for us?
You told him everything, right?
A literal wingman.
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution, but it kinda seemed like Chief Biram saw through us.
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits.
Yeah, but Chief Garam deserves something in return for his hard work.
I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
Huh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, Elliot!
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken away with his boss?
Well, he didn't know his boss was a racist asshole.
Please, call me Allier. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing, so here I am. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after all. But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to ask some questions about Citlali. I want people outside of Natland to hear her story, but my understanding still has some holes.
Questions? Why should I let an Outlander tell our stories?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit. It's just honest curiosity, I assure you. I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
He has a point.
All right, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this.
Drinking.
Important plans?
Oh, thank you very much.
Alia conducts a thorough interview, only leaving when Citlali finally runs out of patience.
Another day, another drained social battery.
Retweet. We should probably get going then.
Hold on. You owe me a pair of books.
Oh, that! When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a steel trap, huh?
Looks that rare or takes some time to find.
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to Yai Publishing House in person. But I don't need them right away. Just don't forget, okay?
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon as we can!
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this.
Oh, I got a key to your house? Oh my gosh.
And this is?
If only All Hate Them did the same.
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb my sleep.
Damn. If only I could get a spare key to All Hate Them's place. Or Zhongli's. Right. Oh, there she is. Oh, let's go. For real. Like Zhongli, where you live? I've got things I want to like give to you and do for you. Let's go. Extra materials for Citlali. Wow. Well, I think this is like, I think this is where we're gonna end it tonight. As fun, as exciting as everything was, my own social battery has kind of like run low, so I think I'm just gonna end it tonight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was so, I had to clip that after I'm finished. Yeah, happy New Year, Sunrise, if this is like the first time I'm seeing you since 2025. But yeah. Oh, before we go, I gotta leave you guys off with some links. That way you can check me on other places of the internet, chat with the community offline, and catch any streams you may have missed. Without further ado, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on this waxing night. All the chatters and the lurkers, you guys are so appreciated. Until I rise again, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye!